We are live. My name is David, and I am at the UWC Southeast Asia website. I am here to review the technology policy for this school. I am reviewing it because the policy informs my research on the pedagogical technologists or digital literacy coaches in this school. The policy also informs a public policy research proposal I'm writing at the moment. Before we go into the technology policy, as I click on About, or I don't click on About, I note that funding is a big issue with this school, basically an entire column devoted to finances. So UWCSEA will gladly take your money in addition to the regular tuition fees. So I noticed that there is technology here, so I click on that, and we see a website where technology policy is explained, and there is a large body of research that the pedagogical technologies that I study also cites. And definition for digital citizenship, sure. So we can see the physical infrastructure provision here for students. Something has happened with this link, so that link is dead. Digital citizenship, great, an explanation. Great. Okay, so we have resources on digital citizenship on this technology website under what? PSE. What is PSE? What actually is PSE? Personal and social education. Okay, so under personal and social education, there is a section for digital citizenship, and that's where technology comes in. And now we go to the parent iLearn information, and this is where a policy is spelled out for parents. And it seems that the school has a close relationship with Apple. Apple products are used. Apple products are mandatory. So Apple and UWC have this close working partnership. And everything is spelled out. What's interesting is parents must attend a social interaction mechanism. And this is an important mechanism where all parents attend, because this mechanism connects with the informal mechanism of parents interacting with students at home. Ultimately, parents will have to hand over the laptop to students at home. So this is relationship building. Laptops, the funding comes from the regular tuition fees, and perhaps some of the donations can also improve physical infrastructure. What is the iLearn overview? Okay. So this is the grand policy document with the visions and goals, some of the learning outcomes, explanations for the 4 learning outcomes, and a nice graphic. Now we are talking about physical infrastructure to help facilitate the practices to achieve those learning outcomes, and accountability regarding finances on spending of physical infrastructure. Okay, here we go. So this is the stuff we're after from Tony Wagner. Definition of 21st century learning skills. That will be important for my public policy research section. And even a video. Great. Some of the practices that will facilitate the learning. And here we go. We see the impact of ICT use in education in all areas. And this is really cool because the school recognizes it is a complex adaptive system. To successfully achieve 21st century outcomes requires great change to several aspects of the school, including professional development, performance appraisal, hiring, student training, appropriate support policies, and curriculum change. So we see curriculum change, which changes to performance appraisal, contracts, student learning and training, and teacher learning and training. Oh, this is very humbling. Great. Again, changing practices to achieve 21st century learning outcomes, all spelled out. Okay, so those were 5 practices. Again, we're returning to the physical infrastructure provision and the financing. So these look like the additionals. Okay, so it explains the fee increases. Wow. This is really beautiful. Very spelled out, quantified, commodified. Milestones for the systematic implementation of systemic ICT use in education in the school. This is a grand project. So this can support my understanding of the pedagogical technologist's world well, and it's also a very good case for the public policy report. One school that has spelled out exactly how it will use ICT to achieve its goals. And we see the international school in Asia community. Oh, there are some future mainstream schools in Singapore mentioned. This is a closed network, perhaps, and references. Okay. I think that's about it. Most of the important information is here on this particular page. There are a few other things about digital citizenship, and again involving the parents in this mechanism, use on Facebook. Lots of guides for technologies, and this is more a practitioner blog, not a policy document. More advice, just lots and lots of information on this wiki. It's a Google site. More policies. And I think that's about it. So this by far is the most comprehensive ICT use in education policy that I've seen in any school that I've studied extensively. And small wonder UWCSEA is a world-leading, world-beating school for ICT use in education.